Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I don't know where the week has been because I wanted to do an update at the end of last week, but right now it's already Monday, 13 Jan. I'm so sorry that I'm lagging behind. It's just been so busy, and honestly the weather in Singapore has been rainy all week, and I was just going with the flow, just going with the weather. And if the weather says that it's time to chill, I take it chill. But we're back. It's a bit of sun today, so I'm going to do an update of what I was looking at last week of the market. Let me just adjust this. So on 6th of Jan, this was my expectation when it comes to our ES, NQ, and YM. I was expecting for price to reach a bit higher before dropping down into previous month's low, a bit higher for NQ before dropping down, and last but not least, a bit higher for YM and dropping down. So this was what happened. You can see that we have a very nice rejection at the daily bearish fair value gap before dropping down into this low that was anticipated. And then for NQ, the same thing happened, dropping lower here. And last but not least, for YM, it reach into this daily bearish volume imbalance over here at this candle before dropping down. So if you were to watch my previous few videos, you would see how I implemented it and how I anticipated this move. So if you're intraday trader, you can look for the longs into this premium PD array and then the short down into the larger time frame target. So this entire move itself is a weekly one shot one kill move, and on the larger time frame I'm actually waiting for this 3 months low to be taken out. So from now until then, if price did not show me any significant divergence that it wants to go higher, then I would anticipate for this last year's Q4 to be taken out. So yeah, it all makes sense to me. I'm basically just trading price action, mixing it with the news. For the timing wise, I'm not too invested into what the news are saying, the market is going to do. I feel news are very speculative, and a lot of times they're just like, oh, it's priced in already. Oh, it's not yet priced in, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe in any of that. I just look at what price is telling me, where the sharks are eating, where they are going to be feasting at, and I follow. All right, so I am going to give you some examples of entries for this move lower. So this is how my journal looked like. I think if you look back in my past video about traders cost breakdown, I put it in like how much it costs to be a trader, like House and TradingView and Notion, etc. I went through a really in-depth example of how I would record my journal, so you can check it out on that video. But right now, let's just go into one of my recording to see the example of trade entries. So the moment when price reached into this daily bearish fair value gap, that was when I uploaded the last video saying that, okay, it has reached into my point of interest and I'm looking for price to reach lower. Okay, so we have a nice rejection from here. When price reached into this daily fair value gap, I entered it based on the CBDR closing. So central bank's dealer range closes at 8 p.m. New York, and that candle itself, you could use it as an entry with stop loss above 5 ADR. And this is mentioned on ICT's Month 8 last episode. If you check out the episode, you would know that this is the exact entry that he spoke about. When price reached into a higher time frame PD array at 8 p.m., you can already enter the market. So this is for those who are unable to wake up at the London session, and you can just place it before you go to bed. And for me, that's 8 a.m. in my morning, so that's easy for me to do. So the stop loss will be 5 ADR above the opening price, and then take profit for me was the previous month's low. And if you're looking for secondary entry, which is my usual time of trading at New York AM session, this entire white box represents New York AM session. So you can see that the last move from high all the way down to low, left to right, we're not taking this because this would give us an opposite direction of the market. What we're looking for is shorter prices. So from high to low, and then we have our 61.8 all the way to 78.6 in line with minute 15 fair value gap. So this was the secondary entry, stop loss above the previous high, and then take profit at previous day's low. So this is the intraday move. The first one that is mentioned here is the one shot, one kill, or like the weekly move that you can wait until Friday. And then the secondary is the intraday, where you close out within the session itself. As you can see, price really gave us this, previous day's low before 12 p.m. New York lunch even came around. And also using that retracement, we can see the expansion, the levels beyond the zero is called the expansion. We have negative 50 over here and negative 100 in line with the Asian range 2 standard deviation, right? And then for ES, we have negative 50 at Asian range 1 standard deviation, and then negative 100 within the new day opening gap. We see that after 10:30, price reverses higher into Q4 of New York AM session, where price returns to the AM range. So a lot of times when 10:30 comes around, I'm anticipating some sort of reversal move. And when price gives me my TP before 10:30, I'll be very happy. But if it decides to do a little retracement, after 10:30, 10:50 to 11:10 is when I look out for the macro of secondary entry into the target that is previous day's low. In this case, price have already given me my TP, so I would just exit and maybe sit around and just watch the market and not do anything else. But if the TP is still not reached before 12, then I'll look for secondary entries into the New York lunch timing. Okay, so now let's just go back into the market and see what happened over here. I'm just gonna replay to here. Okay, so now we're back in time in that price action. So over here we have 10:30 candle, and then we see a retracement into this new week opening gap in line with this fair value gap before price went back down to take out the low created at 10:30 when 12 o'clock comes around, when this lunchtime comes around. And you can see that after lunch, price just went back higher. So this is my usual daily trading range, just within this time frame for my intraday stuff. So when it comes to the one shot, one kill, I am more flexible with the timing. So as you can see from the previous image, I was using CBDR with 5 days daily range as my stop loss. So obviously I would need to let that trade play out more. But for this one, intraday, I could just, put my stop loss closely to previous day's high and then take profit at previous day's low, and that's it. That's the move for intraday. Right? So we have the CBDR entry over here, and then we have the intraday entry over here, and then the next CBDR also played out. I just want to mention something that I was casually just revisiting ICT's content, and something told me to revisit month 8 last episode, and that was exactly when I found entries like this in the perfect market condition to use it. So a lot of times I might come off as very woo-woo and spiritual and very in tune with my gut feeling. This is exactly what it leads me to. When I'm inspired to look back on his content, reread it like a Bible, like just play it in the background, because you never know when your mind is ready to pick up something that you're ready to use right now. And that was exactly what happened. So a lot of times I like to spend my free time just listening to ICT or like other successful people, Obama or Lee Kuan Yew or the way of a superior man, because you never know when you're ready to pick up on that information that is best suited for you right now. So instead of playing music throughout the day, I really just play this in the background, like ICT stuff, his X spaces that last for 4 hours, his teachings that last for 2 hours. I just let it come in, let it go out without holding on to too much of this has to change my life. Some traders that are sending me messages or leaving comments about how urgent they are in wanting to change their life with trading. And I just want to say that this is a journey. This is not going to change your life in 3 months. You have to build this habit of sacrificing your going out time, your music time, your leisure scrolling time, exchange it into informational videos that you don't know when it's going to pay you. And that is the mindset you should be having when you come into this solopreneur, one-man business. You want to sharpen up your knife. You want to be better at your craft for the sake of it, and not because tomorrow it will make you an extra $1. So I believe that this is the making of the $1 million mindset, so that when one day, if you make one bad choice and you lose it all, you still have the habit of getting back to where you are. So that's all I want to say for that now. So back to the charts, you can see that I use this CBDR entry again with my stop loss above the new week opening gap, and then the take profit at previous month's low. So there are multiple entries. Once you get the weekly bias right, you can actually see that 50% of the battle is won already. You can just enter knowing that the previous day's low is going to get taken out more likely than the previous day's high. So fast forward to Friday. These are the positions that we were looking at the end of the week. You could see that the Wednesday's move got tapped on, take profit on Friday. And then this was Tuesday's intraday move. And then Thursday, we have sort of a consolidation, right, for the entire day. And within that consolidation, price did not take out previous day's low, but we can see that NQ gave us a lower high between Asia and London, whereas in ES, it gave us a higher high over here. So that already set the position for a short on Friday. I will be recording my part 2 of ICT study. I feel like I am also learning how to teach better as I'm doing these videos. So thank you so much for your patience and watching through everything that I publish. Make sure to give a like, subscribe, ask questions if you want me to answer them in the next few videos. It's very helpful for me as well. And I really enjoy doing this. Like right now, I'm so excited to just sit in front of my desk and record this entire trade breakdown, because I really wish that someone was doing this back then when I was learning. I hope you gain a lot from this little analysis and put it into your own charts. Find sister charts that look like each other so that you can compare the divergence, and divergence have changed my entire trading game. Thank you. Shout out Trader Daye and shout out to ICT. So, alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. I am actually traveling to Japan in 2 days. So I'll probably record the part 2 ICT stuff right now or tomorrow. And then I'll edit them when I'm in Japan on my skiing trip. So follow me on my Instagram at HeyJoyceTan if you want to see some trader lifestyle stuff. But if not, I'll see you guys back here on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.